Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, we are going to solidify Ripple's position in this new financial ecosystem, show you guys some ongoing developments that have been happening behind the scenes, some things that have been mentioned that, again, will never reach the mainstream masses. And then stick around for the end of this video breakdown as we're going to go through some potential price setups and look at some price projections on the digital asset XRP. With that being said, if you all enjoy these video breakdowns, do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. So first, I'm going to show you all how this is all literally implemented into the system. This whole Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is just hysterical, in my personal opinion, because we see things like this, okay? This is the Women in Crypto Association founder and chief executive officer, Amanda Wick. And I just want you to pay attention right here to her previous roles that she played before taking on this position. During a distinguished career that includes roles as the Chief of Legal Affairs at Chainalysis Incorporated, as a federal prosecutor for the U.S. Department of Justice, and as a senior policy advisor at the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN. Right? Okay, well, if we come over here and we look at their sponsorship, come on now, people, check this out. The Association for Women in Cryptocurrency could not operate without the financial support of these generous sponsors listed below. These companies and firms do not just talk the talk when it comes to supporting inclusion efforts. They put their financial support behind it, which is truly allyship. If you do not know who they are, please take some time to get to know them, literally right there, devil's in the details, as they are the change makers, pillars, supporters, and allies that are working diligently with us to make the future of digital finance more inclusive. And if we scroll right down here, who can we see as a partner? Ripple. Show me where Stellar is. Show me where Hedera is. Show me. And I have nothing against any of them. And I'm not, you guys know that I'm a firm believer in other digital asset projects, distributed ledger technology, and blockchain-based companies and organizations, but it's always pointing back to Ripple. Why do you think that is? And you can clearly see her previous rap sheet at the Department of Justice and FinCEN. I just find it hilarious that Ripple is the sponsor. Okay? Makes absolutely no sense. In my personal opinion, again, SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, just to wit out the weak hands, a distraction across the board. Moving on, just 2 weeks ago, I had come across this in the CYPRX research chat. Marcus Infinger, the SVP of RippleX board member also, where he went on to say that their meeting with traditional financial institutions around tokenization has become much more tangible. They want to move into production and are now coming to Ripple with real use cases teed up. And this is at the FT Live, the Bankers Summit that took place on crypto and digital assets just a couple of weeks ago, where he discussed why it won't be long before financial institutions are ready for mass adoption of public blockchains like the XRP ledger on a panel with other reputable individuals. So I just find that interesting. Again, the mainstream media will not show you this. Now, this event took place just yesterday. As of time of recording this video, it is May 22nd. This event took place the 21st of May. And I just want you to see, again, reading the summary, all the financial institutions that are involved in this. The 14th annual edition of City Week will be held in person in central London and also streamed live on their media channels. As in previous years, the CW 2024 is being organized in partnership with the UK government, the City of London Corporation, and the City of UK Finance, and leading city institutions. Okay, this is not just some random event that anybody can attend. Well, if we come over here, you can see they did talk about digital assets, cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and DLTs. The tokenization of financial assets through distributed ledgers and blockchains has the potential to shift the way that assets are managed and leveraged, with digital assets playing a transformative role in the way that capital and technology financial markets work. This international summit brings together innovators in traditional financial firms to map out the future of financial markets and challenges ahead. Again, pay attention to detail. So this is now 2 websites from reputable organizations telling you all that they are mapping out the future of the financial landscape. We have the Woman in Crypto, and we see the previous credentials of the chief executive officer, right? Telling you all to pay attention to Ripple. Well, if we come over here, again, these individuals who participated in this event, check this out. Who was there? Head of custody product at Ripple. You see no other organizations outside of Coinbase attending this event. You got Goldman Sachs, Banque de France, Deutsche Bank. You got I mean, it's insane that Ripple in some way, shape, or form is always at the forefront. Okay. I'm just pointing this out. I'm not a Ripple XRP maxi. I hold other digital assets. I just find it interesting that you never really see any other blockchain and distributed ledger technology companies embedded into these large events that happen with financial institutions. Moving on, Reese Merrick, the managing director of Middle East and Africa at Ripple, went on to say a couple of weeks ago on his LinkedIn profile, again, paying attention to detail, at this Dubai FinTech Summit, what took place? Well, the Ripple stand became a hub for conversations with like-minded investors from the crypto and blockchain sector and leading players in the traditional finance sector, eager to find their entry point into the innovative new financial landscape. Financial institutions are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Again, don't sleep on Ripple's XRP just because it's been hovering around the 50-cent threshold for the longest time. We know that these digital assets are not being utilized for their utility yet, and that the financial institutional landscape has not gained the green light via regulations. When that happens, it is my firm belief that we will see a utility-driven market cycle that will blow the socks off of naysayers, okay? Melt people's faces all across the board. Again, when that's going to happen, I don't have a crystal ball. Be patient and understand this technological transformation is happening, and we're at the forefront of experiencing that on a massive scale. All right. So now let's get into the TA, the technical analysis. If you guys have enjoyed this video breakdown so far, again, I find this one so interesting, right? DOJ and FinCEN, and then Ripple's a sponsor. Oh, buddy, you can't make this stuff up. Let's just cover some TA. I haven't really given you guys a good update on XRP price analysis since April 24th, 2024, but the last analysis that I gave you all proved to be extremely accurate, where you can see we had expected a nice pullback into these previous areas of interest, roughly at around 48 to 50 cents, and to see a nice firm hold of that quote unquote support or psychological level and for price to retrace. Since then, we have seen that price action come into fruition. April 24th was here in this area. This is where price action was. Price came down into the previous demand range, and since then has just bounced and has been ranging. So tomorrow, as of time of recording this video breakdown, we have some very important fundamental data to be paying attention to tomorrow. You guys might not be able to see this print on the recording, so just listen to my voice. But on the US data front, these key economic data points are going to play a very impactful role on how risk assets move tomorrow. So I said to you all, Thursday will be another critical day with several key economic indicators set to be released, including things like unemployment claims, flash manufacturing PMI, and new home sales. So let's just go over the most ideal scenario first. Let's take a look at XRP and let's take a look at the total cryptocurrency market cap. So for the bullish momentum in the cryptocurrency market to continue, Thursday's data should ideally show higher unemployment claims and PMI figures below 50 and weak new home sales. This combination would likely pressure the dollar and boost optimism in risk assets, potentially lifting the cryptocurrency market cap beyond 2.6 trillion, fully recovering from the April 2024 sell-off. So let's go over the most ideal scenario first. Let's take a look at the total cryptocurrency market cap and then go into some intraday price projections on XRP. So if scenario number one comes into fruition, where we see downbeat US economic data and the market gripping and holding on to the rate cut narrative, boosting optimism in risk assets, in my personal opinion, as long as we hold above the $2.3 to $2.4 trillion mark, i.e. this previous bullish move, give or take some slight retracements on the time of the data release tomorrow for better buy positions, in my personal opinion, we are going to see this type of move come into fruition, either a slight retracement down into discounts, followed by a bullish momentum recovery, completely engulfing April highs, where we saw the market sell off from higher inflation readings and the Middle East escalations and tensions that took place that Friday, Saturday rollover, April 12th through the 13th. Either that scenario or by continuations from where we currently stand, breaking back above $2.5 trillion and making our way back towards the $2.6 trillion mark. This would be the most ideal scenario tomorrow, and this is if we see downbeat U.S. economic data showing signs of weakness in the U.S. economy, weighing on the strength of the U.S. dollar. We will most likely see the overall bullish momentum that we've seen over the past consecutive couple of weeks, since roughly around the beginning of May, continue to chug away higher. Now, how, in my personal opinion, that would correlate to XRP, you guys can see that XRP has not recovered its losses from when we had that April sell-off during the geopolitical escalations and tensions that took place in the Middle East. And we can see that price action here. This was that weekend that we had the announcement of the geopolitical escalations and tensions creating a risk-off market mood. XRP price tanked all the way down into roughly 41 to 42 cents, and we saw a sharp recovery. So in my personal opinion, if we see the most ideal scenario play out, that is a risk-on market mood, dollar weakness continue, and the rate cut narrative remain on the table, as long as we hold above these intraday higher lows at roughly around 47 to 42 cents. You guys can't see the wick that's right here because I have my line charts on, but if I turned on the candles, you guys can see the wick right here. All right. As long as we hold above the 41 to 42 cent range and the 47 cent range, in my personal opinion, we are going to break out of this consolidation to the upside and possibly recover more of the losses that we experienced back in April. So some trade scenarios intraday would look slightly like this: a slight pullback for better buy positions to come down into the bottom of this range, for them price to flip and reverse back bullish, as long as the risk on market mood maintains and holds weight in the market. Or a buy continuation move from where we currently stand at roughly around 53 cents, and a breakout move back up to the highs of the high 50 cent to 60 cent range. My targets still stand at roughly around 58 to 62 cents on XRP if the bullish optimism and risk assets continue. Again, looking for XRP to come back and completely engulf this previous move from back in April's sell-off. All right. Now, inversely, obviously, of course, the scenario that you guys don't want to hear would be if we see scenario number 2. On the other hand, if we see the set of economic data dampening the overall risk on market sentiment and weighing on the crypto asset landscape as a whole, which would be if we see economic resilience, lower unemployment claims, and stronger PMI figures above the 50 grade mark, which would indicate that the US economy remains robust. This would most likely increase investor demand for the US dollar and likely lead to a pullback in the digital asset landscape. So keep that in mind. Again, I released this fundamental report to you all on the X Space. This is from our private CYPRX Discord, where we go into detail with fundamentals, giving them an overview on the total cryptocurrency market cap and specific digital assets as a whole. Now, just looking at the total cryptocurrency market cap, if that scenario did unfold, where we saw a more risk-off market mood and strength back in the dollar due to strength in the overall US economy, in my personal opinion, we are just going to be looking to correct some of this previous bullish move in the total cryptocurrency market cap via this previous bullish expansion that we just witnessed. Possibly seeing the total cryptocurrency market cap, if we cannot break higher above the April highs, possibly see a slight pullback down into 2.3 to $2.2 trillion. Nothing drastic or too detrimental. In my personal opinion, if we did see this market downturn and we did come back into these previous demand ranges, that would be moderately healthy for market makers to situate better buy positions to then push the price action higher. All right. So again, just more immediate price action targets. If we do see a more risk off market sentiment, stronger dollar due to optimism in the US economy and strength and resiliency in the economic data, most likely what we're going to see tomorrow is a correction of this previous bullish move, coming back down into $2.4 to $2.3 trillion. All right. On XRP, in my personal opinion, nothing extremely significant. We would just correct more of this previous bullish move that we've just recently experienced up into roughly about 54 cents, failing to break out of this consolidation range above 55 cents, and most likely retrace back down into the lower area of this previous bullish range. Right? Looking at targets of anywhere between a retest of 50 to 48 cents if we see a risk-off market mood. Right? So many blessings to you guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed those immediate targets on XRP and the overall fundamental analysis. Again, showing you guys information that the mainstream is never going to bring to your attention. Don't sleep on Ripple and XRP and the developments that are happening behind the scenes. As always, many blessings to you guys. Be cognizant, be aware out there, and I'll see you all in the next video breakdown.